Hi, you clicked on today's tropical tidbit for Wednesday. Not a whole lot to talk about here in the Atlantic. We noticed that it is mid-November, and we've pretty much wound down here. We did have an area to watch in the Caribbean, but this one didn't have much hope as it's broad and too dry and lots of sinking air right now in the Atlantic. And this is typical for this time of year now, as we're winding down towards the official end of the season, and we're likely done here. The GFS 2 weeks out, although upward motion is going to remain in this area and come back during the next couple weeks and perhaps bring some convection through a couple of waves of low pressure. Something like this is more likely to not occur than to occur. So we are more likely to be done now and have ended with 19 named storms, and this is what the season is probably going to end up looking like when we're all said and done here. This is hurricane season 2010. You can see that the idea that we were going to get at least 18 named storms verified pretty well over here. We got 12 hurricanes, and this turned out to be quite a heck of a season over here. I believe the third most intense in terms of ACE overall, and actually not third intense in ACE, third intense in number of named storms. The ACE I am not sure of right now. I know that if it was a pressure-based ACE, we would be third or second overall since 1950, but using the ACE that we use, given the wind, we're a little bit lower than that in the standings. We'll see if things like Alex get upgraded to a Cat 3 at landfall here, which he should be postseason. If he's not, there's something wrong there, but we'll see how that goes. We can see the congregation of tracks was a lot of Cape Verde activity, and in this area of the world, in Mexico and Central America, got slammed. What was missing here was the areas in between. The congregation of tracks was supposed to be in here, and we had them on either side. With lots of missing stuff in the middle, and not any hits, any big direct hits on the United States, which was it's a statistical miracle really this year. Statistically ridiculous that we could have this many storms and have this little impact on the United States. Pretty amazing, pretty awesome. Unfortunately, some other folks got hit pretty bad. Bermuda got some storms, not really bad ones, but it had a lot of them pass in their area. And Central America and Mexico just got nailed with rain and had one major hurricane make landfall there, Carl, but rainfall was the main issue for them this season. Overall, a pretty big season, and was not nearly as bad as it could have been for a lot of folks. We can be thankful for that. Looking ahead now that the Atlantic is starting to die off, if we look at the water temperature profile across the world, we got cooling going on in here. You see the cooling beginning in here for the winter. Things not quite as warm in the Atlantic. So now that we're switching over to a northern hemisphere winter, where is the water warm? Where is the focus of energy now that is available for redistribution via tropical cyclones? We look over here near Australia and south of the maritime continent. You notice all the warm water sitting in here, and this is going to be the focus now for lowering of pressures and upward motion for the world during the southern hemisphere summer. And this means that the tropical seasons on either side of Australia could be rather potent this year. They're not that active on average compared to the rest of the ocean basins, but it's something Australia might want to watch out for, and we can see the European forecast agreeing with this idea. Look at all the low pressures here for the January, February, March season down here, and you can see that the precipitation goes berserk with wetter than normal conditions on either side of Australia. You can see the dry tongue up here due to the La Nina, dry tongue across the entire Pacific, lingering upward motion in the Atlantic but not doing anything because it's the winter and the intertropical convergence zone is forced south. So the southern hemisphere becomes our focus, and in terms of the tropics, Australia may have to be the folks to look out in the southern hemisphere, and we'll see how it goes. We got lots of winter to look forward to in the northern hemisphere as well, and I might talk about that periodically as things unfold up here as well. So we shall see what happens. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.